let's get back to Chappelle though.
Yeah.
So Dave Chappelle dropped Sticks and Stones.
Yeah, the Monday after we recorded.
The Monday after we recorded. So I was interested. I instantly went home, watched that shit.
Yeah, because I think we talked about it a little bit on the episode.
I wasn't laughing hysterically, but I was laughing. But I was more interested in what he was saying.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the beauty of Dave Chappelle.
Like, this nigga is like...
He's interesting as hell.
You want to hear what the fuck he got to say, or what he thinks about some shit.
I seen a YouTube video that was interesting that they was comparing like his comedy to other people's comedy. Yeah. And they was like, a lot of people take the self-deprecating approach to like being on top of the game as far as like... having a certain status, they downplay it. Yeah, they say he feeds right into it. Like they referred to a joke he had in one of his past specials. I think it was one of the two that just came out before this one. Yeah, that he said something like
about the transgender, and then he went back into it and told.
No, he was talking about like him and his cousin got pulled over in a car, and he seen the police officer, and the dude looked at him and was like, "Dave," he was like, "Oh yeah, nigga, we getting out of this shit." Like when they knew who because he he plays up in like, okay, I know I'm a celebrity, nigga. Like
I like that he owns that shit, nigga. I'm a big deal.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think it's dope.
Thinking backstage, this is definitely gonna go well because just that confidence. You feel what I'm saying? But just not for nothing, you know what your position is. Yeah. You know what your value is. You know what your worth is. You know what you bring to the game. And I think a lot of people, it's difficult to understand that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What you bring to the game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you need to own that shit. You feel what I'm saying? But in saying that, you have to be mindful and to tone it down a little bit. You don't want to come off overbearing.
What you mean as far as like with the trans jokes and shit like that?
Not like, yeah, like that. Like, you know, we know you have the ability and you have the crowd. But you have to understand also. See, Dave Chappelle's celebrity and his status in comedy, you know, he can pretty much say whatever the fuck he want and nobody's gonna cancel him. They can talk that cancel shit all the fuck they want. Yeah. It's not gonna happen. Nah. Because he's the nigga that, or a person that we feel like, because we need that. Mm-hmm. Everybody trying to like, oh, I ain't gonna talk about that. We need somebody who's like, nigga, fuck that. I'm gonna talk about this shit. Yeah. He's that guy.
But he explained that in the joke, and that's what makes him so brilliant about the shit. Yeah. Like he explained it like, for me to make jokes about y'all and I make jokes about everybody else and y'all want to be equal to everybody else is basically being redundant. Like, yeah, it's like if I'm not putting you a part of my jokes, then we're not normalizing the situation. Right. So at that point, then you basically fighting a fight against yourself at that point. So it's like him putting the mirror back up was the brilliance in it. Yeah. So he did that a lot through and he did it. He even did it to his own crowd by putting the mirror up. I'm like, no, nigga, that's y'all. Like, when he's
like, who is this? Who I sound like?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck this man. Like when he said that shit, I was like, oh.
And a lot of people were saying Trump. And if you notice, if you heard the little background, you can hear the crowds, and they said multiple places he was going, they were saying Trump.
Trump, yeah.
And he like, no, nigga, that's y'all.
That's y'all.
Like, and see, that's the whole thing with him is it's not always the low hanging fruit jokes where it just make you laugh. Like, I'm not saying Cat Williams and them do that, but they know how to cater to their crowd. Mm-hmm. He bringing you into his world.
Cat Williams is one of them comedians the brilliant comedians that has said that Chappelle is funnier than he is. Yeah. Kevin Hart has also said it, and I think because they understand. Yeah. That like this is a guy who will take a social issue, you know what I'm saying, give you a joke, but also teach you a lesson. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And humility. Yeah. In a joke. Like nobody else does that kind of humor. Yeah. You feel me? Like it's a scary kind of humor.
Like that Iceberg Slim joke, bro. Like that whole setup, bro. Like, nigga, that's brilliance. Yeah. Like to bring it back all the way around for a circle, like it's not a lot of niggas who can do that. No. And finesse it in a point where it keep your attention the whole time.
I think the fact that Chappelle has so much experience when it comes to like when you writing sketches. Yeah. Because your sketch is like a mini movie. Yeah. So you're writing these jokes as films. Yeah. And every film has a beginning and it has an ending. Yeah. So and some shit in the middle. So that's all you got to do. Like remember he did the punchline shit. Like I just got a bunch of punchlines in a bowl, and I'm gonna see if I can make this joke go with this punchline. But I'm gonna tell y'all the punchline first.
Yeah,
like that's some ingenious shit.
Yeah,
but like I got this ending already.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see if I can come up with the beginning and then match the ending. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Didn't really, but it did. Like it was funny. You know what I'm saying? Like
it did because it caught you off guard. Because
you didn't. You
didn't know that's where that it was
going to go.
Punched at.
Yeah.
So it was an off guard moment for a comedian. And those moments make people like, oh, that shit was hard. I like that. Yeah. So I think a lot of people don't understand the genius in it if they don't like the thought of like thought provoking comedy. Yeah. If they just like the low hanging fruit where the jokes be like ball jokes, they go for like these comedians.
Ball jokes.
I mean, I'm saying like you get comedians on the low hanging fruit, even with the white people, because a lot of people say like it's a black comedian, and then it's niggas like Dave Chappelle who crossed over, or Chris Rock who crossed over. No, it's that spectrum on the white end too, because it's niggas that's lower on the comedy spectrum that's white that do like ball jokes and going to college jokes and shit like that.
It's a comedy that I'm not interested in.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I can see it's not so segregated like they make it seem like it's just like the upper echelon and the niggas that's on the bottom end.
I give you that. Yeah. So like as far as his content on Sticks and Stones, what did you think about it? Like, do you feel like he hit everything that he should have?
Yeah, I think just because he put out 2 specials last year. And a lot of the content that's in those specials is still kind of relevant now. Mm-hmm. So it's like he went away from those aspects completely, but then brought little ideologies back from the old ones. You get what I'm saying? Like the trans shit. And so I feel like he did a perfect evolution of what it's going to be. Right. I want to see it develop in the next stages, because I feel like he's going to either drop one at the end of the year or he's going to drop one in the first quarter of next year.
And that's the thing I was thinking. I'm like, when I first heard of it, I said, this nigga is really putting his foot on niggas' necks. Yeah. Like, what is he chasing? Because then I was thinking, I was like, so what's the difference between Chappelle and Kevin Hart?
What you mean?
Like, because Kevin Hart is a nigga, like, I mean, he, numbers-wise, he's the biggest comedian in the world.
I was just about to say that. Like, if you look at the numbers, Dave ain't fucking with Kevin.
That's what I'm saying.
So you saying what is the difference between like his appeal?
Yeah, like
because Kevin Hart.
Like, why isn't the shoe like why isn't Dave Chappelle in Kevin Hart's spot?
Because Kevin has the ability that a lot of people don't have. He has the ability to go clean, so he can do clean comedy for all ages. Dave's shit is kind of tailored to a specific age demographic.
Pretty much 18 and up.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
18 and up comedy.
Yeah, 18 and up comedy. And not only that, like some people in the 18 range may not fuck with Dave as far as comedy, because that might not be their thing. Yeah. But like a person who's in their like early 20s, that's Dave demographic, because those are the niggas who figuring out life, and he kind of reverts back to like being young and dumb, and now being like a grown man, and this is how I think. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's kind of like his demographic is more tailored and it's more small. Kevin Hart is all across the board. Yeah, you got a grandma and a baby that know Kevin Hart. You get what I'm saying, bro?
Facts. See, in my personal opinion, I thought it was like the ability to be a star. Like Chappelle doesn't have that personality.
And see, that's what you don't.
No. I think Dave Chappelle is like, if you watch his interviews, like he's just a cool nigga. Yeah. Kevin Hart, like this nigga is, he's
turned up and
not even turned up, bro. Like he's just like he's one of them guys that like you want to talk to. Yeah. Whereas Chappelle, it's like you want to talk to him, but
you want to make sure he cool before you talk to him.
Like, can I? Where's Kevin Hart? Like, nigga, you could just shoot the shit with Kevin Hart. Yeah. And I'm not saying you can't do that with Chappelle, but I just feel like Kevin Hart, like that with Kevin.
Yeah, he don't have to invite you.
Nah, it's just like, what's up?
Dave gotta let you give the wave, and then you feel comfortable.
Yeah, but that's the mystique. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart has zero mystique.
Every story I hear about Dave, they say this nigga keep him out to 4 o'clock in the morning. That nigga, you go ahead and pass out, he's still going. He get like when he out. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's I think the difference between them. Like Kevin Hart always out, and Dave, he more selective in going out, and his going out might be different. Kevin might hit all the hottest spots. Right. He might hit all the hottest hood spots. You know what I'm saying? with his niggas. He just want to
for a
get
nigga
bar.
that's not really from the hood.
Yeah,
and Kevin is.
Yeah,
that's weird, bro.
It is. It's weird.
It's some weird shit.
The dynamics flip when you have more exposure.
Right. So, what do you feel about his stage presence? Like, I just feel like when you watching Chappelle, like,
I think he a better comic than Kevin.
Definitely, but I think that nigga, like, when I watch him, it's like he just so comfortable.
Yeah, because he run up.
He just
come
I
back.
just be watching this nigga like, bro, this nigga like, and he controls the audience.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
that's what I liked about Martin. Martin is that type of person. He can animate it, move around, control the crowd. Everybody is hanging on his last like the jokes and they laughing and he interacting with them niggas. I feel like a lot of that generation knows that's how you keep the crowd engaged. They like puppet masters to these niggas.
Yeah. Even though niggas not puppets, but you know.
I mean, a crowd is.
Yeah, Chappelle. I got you. Now, as far as being a top tier comedian, I know it feel like I'm interviewing you right now, because I just had these points that I want to hit, you know, with the Chappelle, because I'm thoroughly impressed.
Yeah.
At this moment,
I think he took the number 1 spot. Chris Rock got the number 3. I don't know who that number 2.
Chappelle number 1.
Yeah, I think Chappelle number 1.
And currently, yeah, and that's because I feel like Kevin Hart, the decline. Well, it was like, nigga, Laugh at My Pain was hilarious. Then it was Let Me Explain, which was also funny.
Yeah, I like that too.
But less funny than Laugh at My Pain, and it just kind of
tapered off.
Like, it's not that funny. Then no laughs. Like,
this new one, what is it?
Even though that gun compartment joke is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And brilliantly wrote.
Yeah.
I think that was the first joke. I was like, that's a real joke, my nigga, that I've never heard this nigga really have a joke.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Earlier, I think he had more bits earlier. I think now it's just more like he trying to get into his storytelling bag.
Yeah. I mean, when your life is as
interesting
as that, it's kind of like, you know,
it writes itself.
Yeah, it writes itself. And that's really all you do. You just take moments and, you know, talk about them. You know what I'm saying? And because it's humor and everything.
Yeah, I thought it was smart, like with the joke where he said, like, his kids caught him fucking because of his own rules, like, nigga, no locked doors. Yeah. But then he didn't think about it backfiring like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Chappelle funny as hell, man.
It's just a different level, bro. Chappelle just like, you don't know what you going into, but you know you about to get your world.
It's so weird to see
warped.
Like how, like, if you go through your Facebook timeline or Instagram, it's like the jury be out still. Like, niggas be like, oh, this shit ain't funny. The niggas be like, oh, this shit hilarious. The niggas be like, oh, this shit not funny. It's like, he is not everybody's comedian, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, I feel like Kevin Hart was everybody's comedian.
Yeah.
Cat was everybody's comedian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mike Epps, everybody's comedian. Dave Chappelle is not everybody's cup of tea,
But the people who make you think is like that. Like Gerard Carmichael. A lot of people don't fuck with him comically, but I think he hilarious, bro. Yeah. But he got the dry humor like a white person would have. You get what I'm saying? So it's just different kinds. A lot of people don't understand that shit. And a lot of the demographics they fucking with, like, Dave is a black nigga. Yeah. And he presents himself not as a hood nigga, but of the culture of black niggas.
Blackness.
He like rap, that nigga go out and party and go to strip clubs and shit like everybody else do. So at that point, you like, he don't convey like his thought, like the thought he put into a joke doesn't appeal to the people that he's cool with. He want to appeal to, which is black people. Right. So every black person is not gonna understand that shit. And if you make somebody think too much, they ain't gonna get it. They're gonna fuck that shit.
Damn, I lost my train of thought. I forgot what the fuck I was about to say. But yeah, shouts out to Chappelle, man.